Back again. Apologize. This is really frustrating, especially for episode 1. But don't really know what's happening. Just says connection to the server's been lost. Cuts the stream. It's very frustrating. I'm frustrated, but we're hanging in there. We're bringing in Joe Kelly, giving him the 7th with a runner on.
Ball 1, no strikes. Aye. I got 1 ball, 1 strike. Two the count.
And looking to put away Taylor Ward. Was the hero for the Angels and is the reason why they currently have a run.
I got 3 and 2.
I think you just got a challenge right here. And we get the pop-up. All right. I mean, at least we got velo. We got some gas with Kelly. Uh-oh. That one drops. Yeah, I'm going to have to move my camera because I can't. I need to be able to see where the runners are. All right. We need a double play. Or strikeout. Wow. And Neto looks at the changeup for strike 3. Luis Renifo. Last hope here for the Angels. And we're going to try and run a fastball up and away.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
A little too far up and away. Try and go back to that same spot, though.
Oh, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
There we go. And we get him on the changeup. Great start for Joe Kelly. And looking ahead, we got Chanel, Trout, and Soler. Looks like righty's going to be the way again. I don't know that we stick with Joe Kelly, although he was good. There's just really not a good place for my camera right now. All right, we'll try bottom left. All right, sorry about that. Still trying to figure out what these best settings are. All right, so we're headed into the 8th. It should technically be Sean Murphy, or not Sean Murphy, Penn Murphy. We do need a righty. I mean, he's our setup man for a reason, I suppose. So we'll warm him up. We'll schedule to put him in the game here. Let's see if we can give a little bit more of a cushion against Garrett McDaniel.
0-1's the count. Yep,
Hopefully we don't keep having technical issues. I just keep getting disconnected from YouTube. I don't know if the server's on their end or what, but
out.
All right. Sosa down.
Counts 1-0.
See what we do with Tauchman here. 70 contact versus lefties, so if he has a strength, it's going to be this.
2 balls, no strikes.
And he's going to get on. Sends a single right back to McDaniels over his head, out into center. And now J.D. Martinez. Look at that jawline. Holy. Hit a 3-run shot. That absolutely blew this game open. Be looking for him to do the same here. Went down on a strikeout his last at-bat. And that one hit really hard out in the left. But just a line out. And that is going to be the end of it. All right. It is good to see the old man, though, out here hitting the ball hard. All right, so Murphy, we got a sinker, we got a fastball, we got a slurve. We do not have velo. But what we do have is great control. I think we're just going to go 3 sinkers in a row. Ooh. Bit of a miss. But now we've gone low and away. Good opportunity now to go up and in. He turns on it. But Tauchman's under it. Easy catch. We have seen one error so far in the game. An errant throw to first that ended up going into the dugout.
1-0.
Wow, beautiful slurve. And Mike Trout going down swinging. 0 for 4. Now facing Soler. Again, his strength is versus lefties. And he goes down swinging as well off the slurve. Wow. Great outing there. And we'll be facing off against Jose Suarez. I guess I don't really want to give them an opportunity to come back. so let's take another look at another free agent arm, Phil Maton. Would like to give him a little bit more of a cushion to work with.
Yeah.
So let's see what we can do here with Nick Maton.
Aye. 0-2 is the count.
So far, we have yet to really see much velocity, so 95 feels pretty quick. And that one, I think he just swung through it. Yep. Maybe just a bit early or a bit behind, but not by much.
0-1's the count. One and one. One ball, 2 strikes.
Wow. That sweeper came in crazy. It came in all over the place. But we just get a piece. Stay alive. I mean, that was a pitch to hit. But some weak contact. Will fly out to left. And Robert having a good day, 2 for 3. Has a double and a single on his line.
I got a ball, 1 strike. That's a ball. Ball, that's out.
All right. Opportunity for a base running here. And now we have a full count. Let's see what we get. Another home run! Luis Robert! Crushed! What is this team? What are we talking about? White Sox are going to the World Series this year. Our 3rd home run of the game. And Robert's first of the season in the first game of the season. What a first game for these White Sox here in the home fans. Only 100 off the bat, but still manages to take that one 388 feet.
Hey! 0-1's the count.
So Angels pitching staff
Ball 1.
looking a little tough. Looking a little tough.
Nope. That's inside.
Vieira, what's up, buddy? Happy Wednesday to you.
Aye. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Count full.
Hope you're having a good day. Appreciate you stopping by the stream.
Ball 4. Take your base.
I'm doing good. We're having some technical difficulties. Brand new baseball game this year. This is actually my first game. But so far, I've disconnected from the YouTube servers twice and had to restart my stream. So that's been a little annoying. But other than that, good. Kids are on spring break from school this week. So I took the week off. We went to the zoo yesterday. Got to walk around, see the animals. It was a good time. And how are you doing? You and the family doing well? Oh, little comebacker to the mound. Easy throw to first. Maybe not an easy play to make for that catch, but it's Parents' Day in Portugal. What is Parents' Day? Is that like, oh, that okay. So we have like a Mother's Day, and then we have like a Father's Day. So in Portugal, it sounds like you guys have just Parents' Day. That's awesome. Well, happy Parents' Day to you, sir. Happy Parents' Day to you. Hope you get to enjoy yourself.
Nope. Foul ball. Aye. No balls, 2 strikes. Ball 1.
Oh, raining and cold. That's no good. That's a bummer. Good day to stay inside and play video games, though. There's a punch out for Phil Maton. Looking to close out this game. Give us an opening day win. Probably going to be a rare one. We are fortunate enough to play
Ball 1.
what all indications would be a pretty bad Angels team. So that's making our job a lot easier. All right, man. Go enjoy your dinner. But 3 home runs today, which has been a great surprise.
That ball's foul.
You know, we signed JD Martinez out of free agency at the start of the season. One of those home runs was from him. Luis Robert is 2 for 3 on the day with a walk. No, with a home run. What am I talking about? He was another home run. I need to get some up and out. I know sinkers aren't supposed to be thrown up, but
Ball, that pitch is out.
and Yohan Moncada is battling here. Pitch number 10 coming in here. That's another foul. There we go. Swords on the sweeping curve. Yikes. 12 inches of break. That thing was moving. Love the StatCast additions. I'm feeling really good about this game so far. Call me McDonald's because I'm loving it.
Ball 1.
The fun part will be when we start simulating a little bit. Start seeing all these losses rack up. Fans on their feet here in the south side of Chicago. And the White Sox get an opening day win. 3 home runs on the day. Got to see pretty much all of our free agent signings that we picked up. There's Maton and Maton. Maton squared. But we saw one of those old veterans that we brought in, who in real life is still not signed, JD Martinez. He cranked a homer, a 3-run shot. Luis Robert with a home run. And player of the game is Luis Robert. 3 for 4 with a home run, a double, and a single on his line. Kyle Gibson gets the win. Goes 6 innings, allows 7 hits, which is a little much than we would like, but only 1 earned run and 6 strikeouts. We saw some good pitching. So good first game. Good first game. Cannot complain. All right. And so, like I said, typically what I do on these rebuilds is we do 1 interdivision and 1 out-of-division game. Since this is the first episode of the rebuild, and I'm just really enjoying myself, might play 3 games today. We'll also have scouting that we'll need to look at. So let's go ahead and sim to this through these games. We've got too many pitchers on the AAA roster. That's fine. So, I don't know. Maybe we do bring up Drew Thorpe. I don't know. I'm going to start him in AAA, even though he's one of our better pitchers. I would just rather cushion that a little bit. So who's probably some guy way down here that's not good? Yeah, Sean Burke. Let's get you to AA. And then we will drop Nick Nastrini to single A. Okay. So that should alleviate that problem. All right. And now, okay. So when is scouting available? It doesn't say like how many days until scouting. So when is scouting? Don't want to skip it. But so far, so we actually win our opening series versus the Angels. We lose game 2, win game 3. All right. So our division consists of the Royals, who will probably be our biggest competition, the Guardians, and then the Twins and the Tigers. Kind of an interesting division. So Royals, Twins, Tigers, Guardians. And I definitely am going to play one of these games versus the A's. They are my personal favorite team. So definitely want to lock in, play a game against them. Their roster is actually pretty good this year, at least comparable to previous years. I'm also curious to see what's going to be their home stadium, because they'll be playing in like a AAA team. So I think we'll have 2 more home games today. We'll play against the Twins, and then we'll play against the Athletics. And who do we want to pitch with? Perez or Cannon? Definitely Cannon. We'll take a look at this young guy. 71 overall, only 24 years old. 6'6", 225, pretty good lad. Looks like he's got some pretty filthy stuff. 95 break, 88 velo. Should be fun. So let's go ahead and just hop into it. Another home game. And I think we'll just stick with our lineup. It's worked so far. Get into it. Oh, what is this? Game storylines. Okay, so Cannon did pitch last year. 124 innings, had a 4.49 ERA, a 1.3 WHIP. About league average, maybe a little bit worse than league average. Did have a positive WAR though.
Uh-huh. No ball. One strike.
Does have decent velo on the fastball. And that one is absolutely shat upon into right, but good defense there. Byron Buxton, Trevor Larnach, Carlos Correa, Jose Miranda, Willie Castro, Royce Lewis. All some pretty familiar names around the MLB. Definitely probably going to be a more challenging game than it was
Ball.
than playing the Angels. No disrespect,
No.
but not a ton of top tier talent in the Angels organization right now.
Outside.
All right. And Cannon having a tough time finding the zone right now. Okay. Just try and keep these pitches low. Challenge
Ball 4.
Jose Miranda, but we miss again. I was looking to see if there was a way to see the his like control and stuff with the actual with those individual pitches. You can see it here in this view, but don't seem to be a way to view it. All right, so 1 out, 1 on. Bad angle by Talkman. This one rolls to the wall. 1 run's going to score. That's an RBI double for Carlos Correa. Cannon off to a rough start.
Ball. That's down.
Let's see. Trying to use his primary pitch, the sinker, but
2-0.
getting hit pretty hard. The fastball.
Ball.
I mean, what is his control? 58. Not ideal.
3-0.
I think we're just going to have to put it kind of in the middle and just kind of hope we find the zone.
What do you got?
And, okay, I mean, that was a strike, rather not a swung. So we're getting a little unlucky on some of these calls, too. In a bit of a pickle to start.
Drive. 0-1.
We need to find what pitch we have some command over. And just get some strikes across. Robert with the throw home. Up the first base line, 2 score already. All right. We'll try and pitch to Buxton's cold zone here, which is up and away. So Cannon just absolutely no control right now. We get out of it with a lucky line out.
Ball.
Feels like the cutter,
Ball. No strike.
we have the most control. So we might have to just lean on that.
Ball 2. Two
Got some
balls,
pretty good
one
movement,
strike.
too. And that's just right up the middle. And that's a home run. I mean, this game could not start any worse right now. We might not even make it out of the first inning. I mean, just nothing. Is going right.
No, that's a ball.
And this is the White Sox that I was kind of expecting. This is where the suffering begins.
1-1. Ball.
He's got to be able to find the strike zone with the fastball or something.
Ball. Too high.
Also, like, those could easily be called strikes too. So we're getting a little unlucky there. We're just going to throw a hard fastball, hope for the best.
High. Full count.
And we do have a changeup. Not a good full count pitch,
Hee-haw.
but he swings through it. That's what I was hoping for. Not located well. But, I mean, 3 hits, 2 walks, 5 runs. That's a tough start. Could probably put a little bit of the blame on the umpires. There was definitely some strikes not called. Or at the very least, some really close pitches.
No ball. 1 strike.
So, we're going to have to rely on our offense. We did put up 6 in our first game.
Ball. 1 ball. 2 strikes.
So let's see if we can get some base runners on and try and get this game closer. I'm not going to pull Gannon yet.
High.
Wow. Rojas just behind that fastball. But he's going to have to be on a really short leash after giving up 5 in the first.
0-2.
Just a little early on it.
1-2.
Not extreme timing, but we're also not swinging at good pitches.
That's a ball.
Maybe a little amped up after the bad start on defense. See if we can fight back here. I know it's early in the year, but 636 through the first few games.
High.
Pretty good. Thought that was lower. It was not. So 2 batters up, 2 batters down, both by strikeout for David Festa.
Hee-haw. 0-1.
Little late, but not in extreme timing.
Ball 1.
David Festa does not necessarily have nasty stuff, it looks like. There we go. Old man Martinez, the veteran leader, stepping up, putting the ball in play. See if we can continue that trend. Luis Robert, a few games in, hitting over 300.
Aye. No.
Real tough call from umpire there. Clear strike, called for a ball.
2-1. Hike.
I mean, I don't think we mistimed that one too bad. and just swinging through fastballs. All three batters taken out via strikeout. And let's see what Cannon can do
Ball down low.
now. I mean, he just can't hit the strike
Too
zone.
low.
I absolutely despise issuing walks. And so I would not be opposed from pulling Cannon in the second. But I think we're just going to have to aim for the middle
Yes.
and just try and get ahead of these counts, give us a little bit more breathing room. Because we're definitely not... We don't have great stuff right now. But we got to get ahead on some of these guys. And that's going to mean challenging some really good bats. Don't really know what to do.
No, he's safe.
Can't not throw strikes. We're also just getting absolutely clobbered right now. All right. Problem is we really don't have a true long reliever with decent stamina. Shane Smith, who is a 52 overall, has our best stamina rating. So, you know, tough situation. We're just going to start warming up arms. But he's certainly got, he's got movement on his pitches. He's got the velo.
Yep.
But if you cannot reliably throw a strike, I just don't really know what we're going to do here. Especially when we've seen some pretty intense calls.
Out.
We've seen some really bad calls and some really close calls that didn't go our way. Sinker gets a rollover, though, out number 2.
No, down.
And this is where I worry, right?
Ball 2.
This is how the game got away from us in inning 1. We fall behind, we have to challenge, and then they just get absolutely blasted. Because even these foul balls are getting hit really hard. Oh, please get there. Please get there. Oh.
He's out.
All right. All right. So Gannon gets through the second. We'll give him the third. We'll give him the third. Definitely a very short leash. But this is kind of the White Sox baseball I think we're probably going to be expecting for most of the season. Benintendi pops up. Okay. Just late.
Five.
Good changeup. Trying to get ahead of that fastball. Got fooled. And a pretty good slider there. So far, Festa has struck out almost every batter. I just don't know why. Why are we not even making contact? Like, he doesn't really have insane ratings.
2. 0-2.
There we go.
That hit him.
Atta boy. Wear it on the shoulder. That's how you get on base in Chicago. You get shot. Little jab at Chi-Town there. It's alright. My brother lives in Chicago.
Oi.
I actually love going there. It's a great city. And it's our new home for this franchise. So we gotta learn to love Chicago.
1 ball, 1 strike.
I do gotta say, I love the white and black unis. Damn, that slider is good. We have some, the A's have some really good black uniforms in the past. Don't wear them anymore, but. All right. We finally made contact on something. We need to get deeper into counts. We're not fouling anything. It's like, really? You're telling me that was unhittable? We couldn't even make contact?
High.
All right. Back up with Gannon.
1-1.
He's at 46 pitches. Through 2 innings. That's a fastball right down the heart of the plate. I mean, this Twins lineup is so much better than what we saw against the Angels in Game 1. There we go. I feel like the cutter is probably the pitch. The problem is we just don't have any velo to go with it. And if he misses like that thing's going to get absolutely blasted.
Ball, no.
Pretty good pitch right there.
1-2.
Okay. Get a ground ball on the sweeper. Just like, I would love for Gannon just like a clean inning. Let's get 3 up, 3 down.
Ball.
Get his confidence back up a little bit. Start scratching across a run or 2 an inning, and we're back in it. I mean, but we gotta stop. Oh, we're just throwing balls down the heart of the plate, and that's probably his best pitch. But just a single.
That's a strike.
Start pumping some sinkers. He's going for it. Bad time to miss glove one. So there takes out. Force out. I mean, the changeup's been good. Can we go back to it? No, we'll throw it right down the middle. Holy cow.
Ball.
Okay. This sweeper, though, it's pretty nasty. It's got some movement to it. Thighs under it. Thighs catches it. All right, so we get through another. We only allow 1 base runner. So, anything's better than the first inning. We give up 5. He's come back in. He's kind of settled down, settled in. But unfortunately, we need our offense to score.
No ball.
And
1
we
strike.
cannot, we're not making contact with anything. That's good timing. And we swing right through it. That's just a bad swing.
0-2.
At least we had good timing. There we go. Oh, that one's belted. That one's high. That one's deep. That one's gone. Matt Theis with a solo shot out to right to get us started. Ladies and gentlemen, pack your bags. Next stop, Pound Town. All right. Didn't see that one coming. We went from missing a fastball down the middle with good timing to blasting a home run in the same at-bat. Just pulled that slider. We'll take it. And that's all we need, though. A run or two an inning. And we win easily. Well, maybe not easily, but...
1-0.
I will say, Festa's been really good at... I mean, we're getting very hittable pitches. The problem is we just can't hit them.
Ball.
But he's been challenging early. Falling behind here, but... Wow, we almost ripped that one. Talkman was all over that fastball.
Ball. No. That's a ball. Came to
Nice.
base.
Okay. Offense waking up a little bit here. Offense is waking up a little bit. JD 1 for 1 hit a little
1-0.
dribble single out into right in his first at bat.
Yep. 1 ball. 1 strike.
A little bit behind that fastball. I don't know what it is about the fastball. We're just not seeing it right now. Well, we turned on the up and in fastball, which is kind of what you want to do. Inside, you want to pull it, but not clean contact. And now we'll see what Luis Robert Jr. can do.
Ball.
2 outs.
Yeah.
It's all right. He also has a hot zone that's inside.
Ball. Outside.
So maybe if we can get another fastball up and in, maybe we can pull one out of here. This is a pretty hitter-friendly stadium.
Ball.
So,
3 ball. 1
got to take
strike.
advantage of these home games. Looks like there's a good bit of wind. Oh, that's a little opposite field. Ooh, just shy of the wall on the warning track. Not a bad rip. Not a bad rip. But Theis. Blast went out into right. At least get on the board. We got some base runners. We got on the board. Have faith, boys. Have faith. No faith. Trevor Larnach gets on with an opening double. I think we're fine. I think we're fine. I don't have faith right now. After I just said I have faith. Yeah, let's go with the lefty. Gannon made it 4, gave up 4. You know, that's not great.
No. Put.
Check out Rivera's defense. They are going to send the runner to third. Only 34 speed. With a better throw, that maybe is an out. But that's not the worst throw I've seen from that distance. But if that one's just a little bit closer, we might have a double play there.
1-1.
Try and get that back foot sweeper. I think it's interesting that they have the sweeper now instead of that they distinguish between a sweeper and a slider.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Front door cutter.
Ball, no. Full count.
A walk isn't the worst thing here. Because the walk sets up the double play to end the inning. Surely they will not run on this. Okay, no problem there.
Hurry. 0-1.
You can't miss there. Just straight up, you cannot miss there. See if we can dot a fastball low and away. Miranda gets a piece.
Ball.
There we go. Didn't time up that pitch well, but we got a swing and a miss on the outside cutter. So we're hanging in there. 7 innings of 2-hit ball and a win versus the Athletics for Luis Castillo. Rockies winning extra innings versus the Rays. All right, so back up against David Festa. Outside of the home run, he has been pretty good. And we've been really bad.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Just a little early, but not much.
High, 3.
That thing looks so much lower. 6 strikeout. Just not seeing it much today.
That's a ball.
I mean, that's a pitch to hit. Andrew Vaughn, though, fly out to center.
Hey, ride. No balls, 1 strike.
Good timing. We just Maton hitting .83. .083. All right. I mean, we know this year is going to be a struggle. We have no illusions. Boozer gets popped in the ankle. Can't grab it in time. Carlos Correa on. We'll go and challenge it, because why wouldn't you? Oh, when we get it.
Ball 1.
Okay, not a ball.
1 ball, no strike.
Okay.
He's out.
Boozer looking pretty good so far.
1-1. No.
All right. All right.
Hard. 2-2.
There we go. Nice. So 2 solid innings for Boozer. He gets us out of the jam in the last inning with a runner on. Comes in 3 up, 3 down there. Kind of funny. Just 5 runs on 6 hits. It's just that one bad inning. But all 6 hits and 2 walks attributed to Gannon. Sosa with a dribbler to third.
Out.
We probably need to get someone else up. We'll put Maton in. Nice fastball right down the middle, popped up.
Ball 1.
We were looking so good
1-0.
versus the Angels. And now just really riding that struggle bus. Quick 3 up, 3 down. All right. Here in the top of the 6th.
No balls. 1 strike. Ball.
This is going to eat a lot of our
Ball
bullpen.
2. 2 balls. 1 strike.
This umpire is absolutely killing me right now. That was one thing that helped us a lot. In our game versus the Angels, the umpiring was very good. There we go.
Out.
I will say that landing spot from the ball, that like white spot where it's supposed to land, it's a little hard to see with the sun on the field. Jeffers, who hit the the 3-run blast in the first. Up again, Chicago let him hear it.
Ah.
Lots of boos. Nice. Maton with a punchy.
Hike. 0-1.
I'd say with the addition of a couple, veteran arms in the bullpen feels at least average. I don't feel like, we're throwing games by having to go to relievers. My dogs are playing on the bed. All right, back up. We need to get some offense going. We've almost gotten through Festa. He's at 60 pitches. He's tired. Oh, Talkman's going to run that one out. Just barely. So not gloved well by the second baseman. And a runner on. No outs. Two of our only good hitters up. Looks like Minnesota going to the pin.
One.
JD cooling off a little bit from his first few games. But if we got 286 out of him for the entire season, I mean, that would be massive, especially for his price tag.
2-2. Full count.
Now, Festa's gone to the low fastball a lot for strike three. That's what I was kind of expecting there. Instead, we get a slider way up in the zone. All right. Wait, what? Wow. We get absolutely robbed. I guess if you were to challenge that one in spring training, that would technically be a strike. But more often than not, that's going to be a ball. So
Ball outside.
that really hurts. That really hurts. All right. I need the young gun to step up. He's currently the face of the franchise.
2-1.
We need him to hit like it.
Ball 3. Two. Full count.
It's all right. We have a strike to give. And that, could have gone either way. That one could not have. Missed opportunity. It's tough. Festa completely out of gas.
Ball.
I mean, change up and in, that's not where you want to change up, right? He's definitely not hitting his spots. That's a fastball right down the heart of the plate. We are just unable to capitalize on these good pitches. And then, of course,
Ball 2.
the
2 balls, 2 strikes.
really bad call from Blue.
Safe.
But we can't really blame the umpire, right? Because if you miss on a fastball down the middle, it's not the umpire's fault. That one hit. That's it. The bat went to the ball. That's all I can say. Little lazy fly out to center. Had some opportunities in there. Felt like we left some opportunities. Wow. Sounded good, but 6.5 feet outside of the foul pole.
0-2.
So Maton has a sweeper and a slider. So the sweeper, slower, more break. And Julian gets on. Hard hit ball back up the middle for a single.
Ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Ha!
Beautiful. Oh, double play ball here. There we go. Crisp double play there from the boys. Still to the third. On to second. And then first.
Ball.
Oh, little blooper. We got it. All right, Maton goes to. Probably time to find another arm. This is really going to eat a lot of our bullpen. Doesn't really show us where Maton's at energy-wise, but I don't want to. I think 3 innings is probably too much. All right, let's go, Kelly.
Strike.
I mean, that's just that first one. Obviously, maybe we take a rip at, but that one up and in, that cutter was beautiful. My dog's chewing a stick behind me. It got me distracted. All right, here we go. Against Cole Sands, goes down the cutter. Nice. Out in front of that cutter. Located really well. That one not.
Dead ball.
There we go. There we go. We know the motto. That's how you get on base here in Chicago. Take a shot. All right, we got a man on with 1 out. Opportunity to do some damage.
No ball.
Good timing. A little bit behind, but not much.
Ball.
That was a pretty good ball to take a rip at. Oh, and it actually drops. And then an errant throw. Wow. So we get a little bloop single, and then a bad throw from Larnick. Throws it past the second baseman out into right field. Runners advance, and it eliminates the double play ball. All we got to do is just put this thing in play. And a little bit behind on that one.
0-1. Ball. 2 strikes.
Out in front, but I don't think we're out in front by that much. Wow. Hadn't seen much of the fastball. Finally did. Damn. Another wasted opportunity. 2 runners on. We got gifted, a free base with the error. And we're just not able to do anything with it. That was a really tough at-bat.
Ball 1.
All right.
1-0.
Blues really struggling with some of these calls, but I think we still get a double play out of it anyway. Nathan Sosa. That is our second or third double play of the day. And again, just without that one bad inning in the first, we've held the Twins. They just would not miss in the first inning. Held scoreless since. And we haven't been able to get anything going. Had some opportunities. Now we're looking at Brock Stewart.
Ball.
See what he has to offer. Got a 4-seam that runs up to 99, sweeper, cutter, sinker, changeup.
2.
Wow.
1 ball. 2
That
strikes.
sweeper just, woo, woo. The thing's got some movement to it. And we swing through it again with Talkman. What a pitch.
No. Hike. 1 ball. 1 strike.
Nice. Decent timing on that one.
High. 1-2. Ball.
Hanging in there.
High. 3.
Another sweeper. I think we timed that one up fairly well. Just a little out in front.
Hike. No, that's a ball.
I say this guy's got some movement on his pitches. Some nasty stuff.
No.
A little lucky on the call there. Gets us ahead in the count. And we're 1 run closer. Luis Robert. 429 feet. Absolute no doubter. I mean, that ball was crushed. 106 off the bat. We're only 3 away. Yes, sir, Vieira. Absolutely pummeled. The only thing is, we don't have a lot of time to work with.
No ball, 1 strike.
Only one more inning
2.
of at-bats.
No ball, 2 strikes.
A little ahead of that one.
Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That sweeper is just so filthy.
Ball 2.
Okay.
2-2.
Little 2-out rally going. I would take it. If we can get 1 or 2 more.
High 3.
Wow, what a pitch. That thing started so far off the plate and just bent in. That was, whew. It was a good pitch.
No. Hurt.
Little dribbler. Thice has got it. Thice makes the play. All right. Thing is, we definitely cannot allow any more runs.
Yep.
That's one thing we definitely have to avoid here if we have any chance of coming back. Because all of our best hitters just hit. So we're going to need a lot to go right to get 3 runs. This might be our 3rd double play of the game. Not quite. Larnick is able to run that one out, but we get the lead runner.
Ball, no.
This one popped up. Talkman's got it. All right. We got 6, 7, 8 coming up. Starting with Andrew Vaughn. 2 strikeouts on the day. That's abysmal. We made contact. Fastball pretty much down the heart of the plate.
That's a ball.
All right. Nick Maton, who's not even batting 100 right now.
Ball 2.
He's got to be our hero.
Ice. Hee-haw.
I mean, that's just... What are you going to do with that? Just an absolute beautiful pitch. I don't know, maybe Minnesota wins the division this year.
Ha. 3.
They got a good roster. 2nd out. Good timing. Going right through it. Lyndon Sosa.
Hee-haw.
He needs to be our hero. We make some contact. It falls into the glove. Tough outing. Tough outing. Good to see Robert hit another homer. We had an unlikely homer from someone who I can't remember. Maybe it was Theis. Yeah, Matt Theis gets a homer, and Luis Robert only 1 for 4, but. And then, honestly, the game looks bad, but outside of the first, they had 5 runs on 6 hits, and then innings 2 through 9, they get 3 hits, and that's it. So, tough start for Cannon, a 15 ERA. We also had some really close calls that could have gone our way that didn't, but all in all, outside of Gannon in that first inning, there's actually some positives to take away from that. I'm not going to lie about it. All right. Here we go. We are down by 1. I think maybe we do play the moments, but it's just going to be the really crucial ones. Why not? Why not? We can play an at-bat or 2. If it goes to extras, we'll simulate. Just a little bit more action. It's our first time playing the game. First episode of the rebuild. Let's get into it. So we got Lenny Sosa versus Justin Topa. Runner on second, 1 out, down by 1.
That's the ball.
I do have the base running set to, or it should be set to auto. So it's more like, the third and first base coach are making the calls. All right. We advance the runner. And now it's up to Bobby Dahlbeck. Hitting 2-hundo. Right at the Mendoza line.
Ball. That's inside. Ball.
Pretty decent slider there to hit. We're a little bit out in front. Counts even. Dahlbeck pops it up. All right, Minnesota skates by with a close one here. Got the runner to third, but couldn't bring him home. All right, so we end up getting swept by Minnesota. Actually, some pretty relatively tight games there. The fact that the max they scored was 5 was surprising. On to the Tigers, and we have scouting. Need to look at staff contracts for our scouts. A great scouting staff is essential for discovering new and talented prospects before the draft. Yep. All right. So we got 43-3. All right. So what I like to do is I like to have at least a start. We're going to have a discovery scout. We're going to have a pitching scout. And we're going to have a position player scout. I like to take position players earlier if they're available because it's not as hard to find value down the board with pitchers. So, usually since we have a discovery scout, we're looking for someone down here at the bottom that has decent discovery and it's cheap. So far, the highest I've seen is 86. Here's 93 towards the bottom and very efficient. So he's going to be our discovery scout. He's going to replace Crystal Burden. So that's going to eat up about $10,000. But we have our discovery scout. Okay. And he's cheaper than this guy. So now we need either our pitcher or our position scout. Efficiency is really important. Efficiency means like you will scout them more in 1 week than you would with a person with lower efficiency. And then based on their pitcher or position player attribute, that tells you how accurate their scouting is going to be. So we need to find someone who is really good with pitchers and really good efficiency. Ideally, someone that's like 90-90. 90-85 is close. 98-86. 87-97 is not bad. $87.92, and we got some good money to work with. Here's 90-89. I mean, 98-98 is about as good as you can get, but that would take up $24,000 of our $34,000. All right, let's take a gander for position. 94-89. 94-95 for 100. We're going to go with that. Okay, so we have our position player scout, we have our discovery scout, and now we need to find a pitching scout. We cannot quite afford Nori Hilliard. So we got 90-90 or 92-87. Actually, 98-86 isn't terrible, especially for a pitching scout because we need to scout a ton of pitchers. I'm actually going to take this, and this won't eat up too much of our money. All right, so Jose Reyes, Mark Rosado, and Elmer Mesa are our scouts. All right, so now this is okay. Yep. All right, what do we need? I mean, we need absolutely everything. We need absolutely everything. Let's take a look at the prospects we got. All right, so first things, like, let's get our Discovery Scout out there. Let's get him finding people. So we're going to discover new. I think right now we have some young starting pitchers that are coming up. So I'm not especially stressed about finding some pitching talent, like a couple free agents and 3 of our new guys coming up. And I think our pitching will actually be in a decent spot. We need a lot of help in the pen. But we really need offense. Our bats are terrible. We might trade Luis Robert. Like, just offensively, we're not good. Offensively, we are not good. There's a couple actually decent talent at catcher. Infield is probably our less weak option. So I think we're going to look in the outfield. We'll start internationally. Let's see if we can find maybe a future ace or someone out there. I wish I knew where we picked in the draft. I do not know that. But I'm assuming it's high. All right. So for our pitching scout, we are just going to scout the position. And like I said, starting pitcher I actually don't feel too bad about. So we're actually going to start with relief pitchers. Actually, let's just look at the board. What do we got? So number 1 overall, first baseman. Yep. Know all this. All right, so we pick at 10. Okay. So we pick at 10. So starting pitchers, wow, a lot projected to go in the top 10. Almost all of them are projected. Almost all of the top 10 guys are projected to be starting pitchers. So likely a strong starting pitcher draft class. So we can definitely find value down the board there. Relief pitching, maybe not so much. Only 3 guys in the top 100, 4, 5. So basically, like the first 10 relievers are projected to go in the top 100. There's some closers. Closer would be a position of need. But to me, that's like the last piece that you need is a good closer. And you can probably find a good reliever as well. So I think we're going to look for some young relievers with some talent. So International, Central, East, International, Central. So it looks like International, Central, and East are the 2 main areas. So we're going to scout position. We're going to look at relief pitcher, starting in the Central region. Boom. And now with my prospect scout, who's very good, which is really good. Efficiency is really important for me looking at individual players because I only got 14 weeks and I basically at most will be able to spend 2 weeks on one prospect. Like I said, I like to spend my first picks on position players because they're typically a lot harder to find value. Francisco Campos. 6'3", 191 out of Cuba. 18 years old. The great thing about first baseman is it doesn't matter if their defense is good. He's got some pop, got some power, and possibly decent contact skills. I know. Those dogs are going crazy. We're also watching a couple dogs. And so anytime anyone walks by the street, they just go nuts. I like the look of this guy. I wish the contact was a bit higher, but it projects to be, above average. We're going to start with Francisco Campos. All right. Let's adjust these around. And scouting in the draft is one of my favorite things. Just throwing it out there. We'll mark relief pitcher. And then we'll go with just whatever else we are happen to be scouting at that time. So first baseman, and then I guess it doesn't really matter where the third one is right now. But yeah. Oh man, this team needs so much help. We'll just pick third baseman. Doesn't really matter. All right, so there we go. Now we're going to keep simulating. And I'm not... It's pretty early on, so I don't think we need to look at making any lineup changes or anything yet. We're going to get to this athletic series. I need to plug in my controller. Just got the notification that she's getting tired. She's been worked a lot. So let's plug that in. All right. Yeah. All right. So we're going to swim. We're going to sim a week. Let's get to this athletic series. High leverage situation here. We are actually winning a game. In the bottom of the ninth, we're up 1 run. We're actually 10th in home runs. And 13th in runs allowed. Facing off against Jake Rogers. We got James Karinchak on the mound. 1 on first. Let's see what Karinchak can do. Run a 2-seamer low and inside. I mean, Jake Rogers, he's batting under 200. It's early in the season, but cranking some fastballs. Throw a curveball for a strike here. Just want to force him to make a play. Try and run a 2-seamer up and in on him. Got him. Crap. One run for sure is in. They're sending him to 3. Throw at third. Oh! Oh! I don't know about that call, man. I don't think you can challenge after the 7th inning. But I got to see this again. The cutoff throw is not bad. And then the throw to third. Maybe you need to throw this ball like further up the line. Hands on the bag. Okay. Yep. No, it was a good call. It was a good call. From my angle, it just did not seem that close. Now we have a tie game. And now we're just trying not to blow it. I did not see that video, Vieira, but if you want to link it or something, I would happily take a look. All right, we get a pretty generous call there. That one might be one of those where it just touches the zone. 2 out, runner on third. Not located well by Karinchak. Let's see if we can run a 2-seamer away from him, get him to bite. Popped up. Robert's under it. All right. So we don't really get out of it. We're going to actually just We're just going to sim. Let the chips fall where they may. We played our moment. And now again, we find ourselves up to bases loaded here in the 10th. So we are going to come back into this game. 1 out. All we need is a double play. We have a sinker in the arsenal. If we're not throwing it, I think we're stupid.
That's a ball.
Just get a sinker low and away.
That's ball 2.
Get him to roll over it. That's what we need.
Ball
And
3.
he can't hit the zone. He can't hit the zone. We're going to have to challenge him with a fastball pretty much right down the heart of the plate. Then the sinker.
Nope.
I mean, that's just a bad call. That's just a bad call. Pitch was clearly in the zone, but now we face Jake Rogers, who's not good. Are his ratings actually bad too? Yeah, he has no contact. Sinker down the heart of the plate. We're going to try and bury a changeup here. I mean, terrible pitch, but it works. 1 more out. We may actually, oh my God, we only have one. We only have one reliever left. So we're going to have to ride Joe Kelly till his arms falls off. No contact versus righties. We got to challenge him. Little change up. He doesn't bite. Back to the sinker, foul. See if we can run an inside fastball at him. Swings through it. Kelly gets us out of the jam after a bad call and walking in a run. We still win by 1 in extras. We'll take it. All right. Narrow win versus Detroit. But we'll take all the runs and wins we can get. So at least we don't get swept. At least we don't get swept. We're 3-6 so far. Got double A injury out here. Keep him active. All right. We're down 1 to the Guardians. 2 outs. Do you want to sweep that up by chance? Please. All right, I spoke incorrectly. We're actually winning versus Cleveland. We got Karinchak on the mound again. Okay, the umpire sucks. High leverage situation. Trying to hit this cold zone, but we can't even hit the zone. We need to get a strike. Get a pop-up. Rojas under it. All right. We catch another win. Take that. Again, I don't really like doing the play the moments too much, But in super high leverage situations, we can get through it quickly. That's fine. We end up sweeping Cleveland. That's embarrassing for them. They're 3-9. Another high leverage situation, down by one. One runner on base. It's funny. I wonder how many. I'm sure every year there's probably some teams that have so many games like this where it comes down to the last, inning, half inning of a game, and they just lose a lot more of those than they win. And sometimes that can be the difference between a good team and a bad team. Like, look at the Chiefs. Thinking of, moving over to a different sport in football, but the Chiefs this last year, they won 11 one-score games. They could have easily missed the playoffs altogether. Instead, they were Super Bowl favorites. All right, Josh Rojas, 2 balls, 1 strike. Try to turn on an inside fastball. Can't make good contact there. Counts even 2-2. Got a fastball to hit. Oh, but we get an errant throw. And the runner does not advance. So no double play. And we're basically just in the same situation, just with an out. JD hitting over 300 and is 2-4 today. This feels like a good pickup. This will he's definitely a positive WAR player, right? We will win more games with JD Martinez than we will without him. It doesn't make us, playoff contenders or anything, but allows some youth to develop behind him. Hopefully makes the team feel a little bit better. That was a really close call there. Definitely should have been a strike. And JD hits one pretty high, pretty far, and pretty deep at the wall. Caught. Good effort from the 37-year-old. At least I'm pretty sure he's 37. And now the kid, well, not quite a kid, but Luis Robert. A double might score. And that was the liner out into the gap. Off the wall. Runner going from third. He is going home. Cutoff throw. Throw at the plate. Not in time. Luis Robert with an RBI double here in the bottom of the 10th, and we tie it up. And now Michael Taylor, and with an opportunity to win in extras, pulls this one to left. That one is caught. And that'll be it. We did our job. We got us to a tie. We're going to simulate the rest. And Joey Gallo, off the bench, comes in for an RBI. And we win a close one versus Boston. So we are on a 4-game win streak right now. Something I would not thought I would say. We win again, 2-1 versus Boston. We're actually have a positive record. We're 8-6. This can't be real. All right, so we got 31 relief prospects that we have been scouting. All of them are very deep in the draft. Very, very deep in the draft. I don't want to spend too much time looking, at the guys between 100 and 200. So we're going to go to the East. We did get a lot of scouting done, though. We did get a lot of scouting done, up to 40% on some players in 1 week. So that's good. Francisco Campos. So a little bit of a lefty masher. Vision discipline still not great, but not bad. I mean, if we got 60, 60 contact and 80, 90 power, that would not be a bad thing. The potential dropped a lot, though. He also plays catcher. He also plays outfield. But he dropped a lot in the rankings. I think we're just going to move on. He's not someone that I'm super excited about. And if I'm not super excited, then we probably need to move on. Looking for someone around the 10 to 20 mark, someone that's realistic that we can get. Would love a speed contact guy. The problem is like, do we invest a week or two of scouting on Lindsay and then not be able to pick him up? Sam Collado, another 18-year-old, 6'3", 231. Looks like could have really good speed, decent fielding attributes, and kind of a mixed bag. Good vision, decent discipline, but kind of average. How about Gabe Ungerer from my home state of Missouri? Good contact skills, really good contact skills, speed. Could be someone. Now, there was a lot of pitchers in the top 100, so position players are probably going to be hard to come by. I'm just kind of looking for someone around the 20, 30 mark, if anyone like really jumps out at me. .99 discipline, 99 contact left. Okay, hold up. Alfred Tipray. Contact and power. Project to be really good. Vision discipline, maybe not so much, but still decent. Fielding, reaction timer, great. Good speed. This is a guy I could be excited about. Oh, we also discovered 4 new prospects. Holy. So let's see who they are. Recently scouted. So 2 unranked corner outfielders. A center fielder that we have in the top 11. He does look really, really good. Jose Franco. What a name. That's a baseball name if I've ever heard it. Okay. And he projects to be the top center fielder in the draft. So maybe after we look at Alfred Tipray, we'll go look at him. That's phenomenal. That's absolutely phenomenal. We might have found our first pick in the draft. So we'll stay outfield international for now. stick with that game plan. Still trying to sim to this athletic series. We finally lose the game to Boston. But, a nice streak to start off. All right, facing off against the Athletics, they're 6-10. So our options to pitch are Gibson, who we've already pitched with, Bryce Wilson, Davis Martin. Just looking to see if either of these guys are probably going to be in our long-term plans or not. I mean, Bryce Wilson, he's kind of got some filthy stuff here. Good clutch, decent control, good velo and break. Let's see what Bryce Wilson is all about. So let's hop in here. We'll play a game. All right, so we'll sim this first one. We get a win. What's our team stats? 251 average and a 3.34 ERA. That feels weird. Surely this is not going to last, right? Surely this will not last. How are our bats doing? I mean, because Talkman's 34. JD's already starting to regress. But Talkman hitting 375 is nice. JD's hitting 266. Nick Maton hitting 137 kind of hurts my soul a little bit, but what are you going to do? Bobby Dahlbeck. Luis Robert is cold, hitting 230. Yeah. So right now, pitching good. Right? Pitching is good. But our offense is just terrible. So I'm guessing our pitching's good, and we're doing just enough to scratch across a few runs to win a game. Probably not the ideal way to win. So Jeffrey Springs is hot. Gio Urshela. Seth Brown hitting 370. I actually love Sethy. When I did my A's rebuild, and the A's are on a 6-game losing streak. Look at that. The starting pitchers last 4 games. 21 innings pitched, 2.11 ERA, and 15 Ks. So what happens if you select the storyline? It just shows you stats. I mean, that's interesting. Okay. All right, Bryce Wilson, having a pretty good year so far with 14 innings under his belt. Facing off against Lawrence Butler, who just got a big contract in real life. He's also been making a lot of bold statements about the A's this year, talking about how they're going to put the league on notice. I'm trying to remember his contract. I want to say it was like 4 years, because I know Brent Rooker, he got a big contract extension for 4 or 5 years, like 60 mil total. Speaking of which, Rooker hitting 292. Oh, knocked down. Rooker's not too fast though. Not able to leg it out. And we get a really quick 1-2-3 inning. That was, I think, 4 pitches maybe. But can our offense do anything? Facing off against Jeffrey Springs, one of the storylines was that he's having a good year. A 1.69 ERA through 16 innings so far. That's pretty great. Not our best swing.
0-2.
Well, we get into that one a little bit, but just play out to right. Talkman's had a really good year so far, but he might end up just being a trade piece. He's at the end of his career. If he's playing well, we could just maximize his value. Because even though we are currently above 500,
He's out.
even if our pitching stays great, I don't know how we continue to win with guys hitting under 250.
1-0.
And some guys not even hitting 200. And no real bench options. I mean, we'll give it a month or two. Maybe a month. You know, we can look to see what's going on down in the minors. Maybe we bring up a guy who's hot. But otherwise, I don't see what else we can. I just don't see us winning a ton of games. And if our pitching does go, we know we can't rely on our offense to pick up the slack. But we got Shea Bangaliers. Big power. A lot of swing and miss, though. Came over in the Matt Olson trade, I believe. Olson or Murphy. I mean, they were both, but he was a Braves prospect. And he gets sat down looking. JJ Bleday, baby.
Aye.
Takes pitch 1.
0-1's the count.
And I gotta say, Bryce Wilson,
No ball, 2 strikes.
so far, is hitting his spots. I'm liking what I'm seeing.
Aye.
And there's another punchy.
Ball, that's inside.
And Zach Geloff, who, when he came up last year, had a really hot start.
He's out.
Cooled off towards the end of the year, but started off hitting really well. But he goes down on the ground ball to second there. Good jump by Sosa to get on that one. That was hit pretty hard. Pitches are slow. Sometimes it's almost hard to hit low velo because you see 95 so frequently. But we get a fastball there. Hit it fairly well, 99 off the bat, but lined out to Butler and right.
Aye. 0-1. That's a ball. I got 1 ball, 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike.
I mean, at least Maton's hitting above 100 now. There for a while, he wasn't even hitting 100.
Yep, that ball went
Okay.
out.
Be all right working a walk here.
3-2.
I mean, Maton on that struggle bus. Some contact.
Got him.
Good location, very bottom of the zone, but definitely should have been strike 3 if we didn't swing. I mean, you got
No balls, 2 strikes.
That's good contact or good swing timing, and we're just swinging right through pitches.
3.
I could only push the button. We'll see. Gio Urshela. Not doing much this year.
Nope, outside.
Could very well be a White Sox himself.
1-1.
But that gives me a lot of encouragement to challenge him in the zone.
3.
Beautiful slurve there. And we get K number 3. How long can we keep this up? Seth Brown.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Hitting 350. Going on a bit of a hot streak. Only 55 contact versus righties, though. He's more of a lefty-lefty guy. Have not thrown the changeup. Let's see if we can fool him here with it.
Ball.
Doesn't bite. That one hit pretty well in the center, but pretty high.
Yeah.
Who is Johnny Pareda? Name that flown under my radar. Now let's go back to this slurve. All right. Another strikeout. Bryce Wilson looking good. Struggling, though, versus Jeffrey Springs so far. 20 pitches in 2 innings. Again, we're not dealing with a lot of velo. He's just locating really well. And as I say that, we somehow get a double. Luis Robert Jr. must have been turning and burning, because that ball did not go very deep, and he somehow made it to second.
Ball 1.
I mean, I like the heads up base running. Springs working with a lot of movement. A lot of sliders, a lot of curves. Keeping the fastball out of the heart of the zone. So that's what we're looking for. Looking to try and get on a fastball here.
3.
Little dribbler. Second. Easy routine out, but it does get Robert over to third. Lenny Sosa, what do you say you hit a single here, bud? What do you say you hit a single? Got a fastball up to drive. Turned on it. Just don't really drive it. And Bryce Wilson continues to deal. Epic timing on my part. Lawrence Butler cracks one 4-0-2. Like he said, the A's were going to put the league on notice. His third of the season. Not really known for being a power guy. But I mean, that thing was blasted. So the A's with a 1-run lead. And we get our first out here in the fourth. And now Brent Rooker. Hard hit ball out to center. What a story he has been. A first-round draft pick. Just never really did anything. I think he was with the Marlins.
Ball one, no strike.
Gets traded to the A's and ends up having a 40 home run season. He was only behind like,
Ball inside.
I think like OPS plus, he was only like, he was like top 5, I think, in the league. He had a phenomenal year last year hitting the ball. All right, 2 outs. We got Rooker on first, but he is not fast at all. So I'm not super concerned about him getting home on a double. And JJ stares at strike 3. But damage done. Lawrence Butler goes yard. Talkman does lead the team in hits. Not really saying much. And he strikes out there on the slider. The sweeper and the slider have just been brutal. A little out in front of it. I don't think that was extreme timing. Martinez hits a liner to right. Got a fastball down the middle. We got to do more with that.
Ball, that's out. That's out.
All right. I mean, the fastball is easy enough. He throws at 90. He's located it fairly well. It's just the sweeper-slider combo that has been really getting us. Devon gets this gapper out into left center. There's that fastball, like I said. Not too hard to read. And we get one, he gets the barrel on it. So we get a double with 2 outs here. Opportunity for Nick Maton to do something, and he actually does. That's a single. The runner coming home, play at the plate, not in time. Atta boy. Pretty good throw to home. Maybe if he gets that up the third base line, they get the out. But we tie it up. And maybe the start of a little 2-out rally. Close pitch there.
Ball one.
Dahlbeck beats the slider in the ground.
Got him. That's an out.
Easy out at second. But hey, we're hanging in there. We scratch a run across. We scratch a run across. Our pitching's been pretty good. Just the one solo shot so far through 5. He's been very efficient with his pitches too. That was a dangerous pitch. Want to try to avoid those if we can, little buddy. Wipe him out on the slurve. Gio Urshela, fly ball into right. I like these quick outs. Seth Brown hit one pretty well in the center in his last at bat. Let's hope he doesn't get one on here. Hanging in there. Maybe a front door cutter.
Ball one.
I mean, we got him. We just didn't get the call. Brownie hanging in there. 6th, 7th pitch of this at bat. There we go. Goes down on the sinker. That's 6 strikeouts so far. 5, 6 strikeouts. Mookie Betts, hit streak of 16 games. Roki Sasaki hurls complete game shutout versus Rockies. What an accomplishment. All right, Robert slumping a little bit, 242, but 1 for 1 today. That was a pitch we need to get around on. I mean, away, I think you're supposed to sit back on it and hit it late, and pitches inside you're supposed to pull, just like that. We do get on one, but not very hard contact. Only 77 off the bat. Not really driving that one.
Ball one.
Wow. Benintendi was all over that fastball. Pulls it foul though, unfortunately. Maybe if that was at 91 or 92, maybe we get a hit out of that. Diving attempt by Geloff. Knocks it down, but unable to make the play. And now with the runner on, only 1 out. Opportunity to do some damage. Uh-oh. So, should have been a double play easily. Gio ends up dropping it. Still picks it up, makes the play at second, but no double play. So the inning's alive. But still just a runner on first. Dribbler away. Taking it second easily. And that is the inning. Okay. is still looking really good with Bryce Wilson. Just the one earned here through 6. Dangerous pitch there. But he swings through that one. And you know, the storyline coming into the game was how good our starting pitching has been. That's an 8th strikeout for Wilson so far.
0-1.
Oh. And that's another hit for Lawrence Butler. Adds a single to his line with that solo shot. Now Butler, fairly fast.
0-1's the count.
Not like elite speed, but above average. But I still think we might get a double play here.
He's out.
And we do. Double play ends the inning. Really tight game here. That was a really good double play. All right. Talkman leading off. 0 for 2 today, so you got to think he's due hitting 360. That one, a dribbler, knocked down again. That's the second or third time we've actually seen that. Geloff gets an arm out and stops the ball. Martinez would love to get on one here.
1-0.
Oh. Changeup is so slow. Out in front of that one. He pops it up. That was it. That was the pitch. I mean, hit that one opposite field so hard. And then we get an inside fastball. We turn on it. We just cannot drive it. Nick Maton, our hero to give us our run so far. Let's see if we can get another one.
That's a ball.
Or at the very least get the runner over. High fastball. Probably should just lay off that one. Oh, this one shot back up the middle. All right. Little station-to-station action. Nick Maton going 2 for 3 on the day. Oh, and they're pulling Jeffrey Springs. All right, so we're going to see Michael Otanez, I think is actually how it's pronounced. Does he have outlier? I don't think you get to see here. Having a good year, throws absolute gas, which is probably going to be really hard to go from an 89, 90 mile an hour fastball to 100. But that walk per 9 rate was pretty low. So maybe we just Maybe we can walk a run in. So far, we haven't seen anything over the heart of the plate, but we got to swing to protect now. Waste fastball low. Luis Robert, 0 average with runners in scoring position. I feel like that's a lie. But if it's not, that's horrible. That means he would have 0 RBIs, which can't be right. I mean, he only has 5 RBIs. Well, I guess runners in scoring position. I guess it's possible, but seems unlikely. All right, bases loaded, 2 outs.
Off the plate, ball 1.
I guess he only has 38 clutch. You know, Tanya is just constantly pitching away. That was an awful swing.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
I mean, he got on that one pretty early on it. And that one is going to get through. 1 run scores. They're sending 2. The play at the plate is not in time. Luis Robert with a 2-run single. A little opposite field dribbler. And they're going to leave Otanez in. And that one's crushed. It's high. It's deep. It's gone. Benintendi finishes it. A 402-foot shot to dead center. His 3rd of the year. And this game blown wide open now. Blade out in center, tries to get up, tries to show some hops. Actually got pretty close to that, it looks like. Goes just over his glove and just over the wall. Marcotte coming out to pull Otanez, who came in. I think it was a mistake to put him in the first place. Jeffrey Strange was pitching really well. But that's some good stuff right there. Now Noah Murdoch. I mean, only 57 overall. Of course, it's not much. 4-seamer, change of slider curve. Fastball, pretty much middle of the plate. Good timing. Don't get contact. So we have a big 5-run lead.
Nope, outside.
So we got to feel really good about where we're at. But that one's going to do it. Murdoch gets out of it with the pop-up. What an inning. What an inning. We get the bases loaded. And then Robert, 2 RBI single. And then a home run. Brent Rooker trying to keep the A's in it, though. He gets the leadoff double to start. It's crazy. Last year, I think his overall was like a 70-something, and this year, and he had like C potential. And now, 90 overall with A potential. He was a former first-round pick, so he's just, I guess, a late bloomer.
Foul ball.
But I get the problem with playing an A's game. Talk more about the A's than the actual White Sox. But you can't talk enough about Bryce Wilson. 9th K today. Only 1 run, and that was just a solo shot. It's not like he gave up a bunch of hits. Absolutely cruising.
Hey. Hey. No balls, 2 strikes.
Dahlbeck is under it. There we go. So Brent Rooker stays at second. Oh, and Geloff might get Rooker home. Definitely will. Talkman, I don't know why I keep adding an R to his name. Talkman fell behind the ball. Chased it all the way to the wall.
Nope.
And Bryce Wilson does give up another earned. Not really too concerned, though. We have a good cushion. Staying alive. It's definitely running up the pitch count. Oh, we're only at 68 pitches? What is his... Oh, his stamina is only 59. Is he a reliever? No, he is listed as a starter. How do we put this guy away? Maybe the slurve. We haven't shown him the slurve yet. He's poking at it. I mean, 84 vision. That'll do it. But not there. A punchy to seal it. But the A's do get a run back. Don't feel too bad about it, though. I'm not going to lie. But I think that's going to be it for him. We have a lead, but not a huge one. 2 innings left. I mean, it looks like a lefty would go great here. Let's get Boozer up. And he'll come in. And look to get us through the 8th.
Ball.
Noah Murdoch comes back out. He got the final out in the previous inning. He gives up a leadoff single. Lennon Sosa on.
Hey.
Really good curveball.
0-1.
That thing just absolutely dropped, and we swung right through it. Not a bad swing. I think that was technically in the zone, but it's pretty high. Probably could have laid off that one, but lazy fly out to left. Yeah, it did just catch the top of the zone. Martinez, though, slumping a lot. I mean, we knew when we signed him he was going to be regressing. But he's still one of our better batters. I assume he should finish the year with a positive WAR.
Yeah. 1-1. That's ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Popped up. There's out number 2. I mean, facing off against Mr. Murdoch here, who is a only 56 overall. He's handling himself. Up and in.
0-1's the count.
A little late, but not bad timing. Wow. That was a pitch to drive. We were out in front of that one for sure. Come on, Andrew Vaughn. I mean, a couple of our guys are actually fairly hot. A couple guys hitting in the upper 200s. A couple floating around 300. But then there's just a stark difference between them and then the rest of the guys that are all hitting like at or below 200, you know? Like Nick Maton, who's actually been great today. 2 of 3, but only 167 on the year.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Oh, off the first base. Can he leg it out? He can't. What? What the physics was that? It hit the first base bag, jumps straight up in the air, and then falls straight down. Wow. A little unlucky, honestly. Got a bad bounce, and the inning's over. Now we go lefty-lefty versus Sethi, who I thought, my memory was incorrect. I thought he was a lefty-lefty matcher. He's not. He goes down on the high fastball. I think favorable matchup here as well versus Paredes. So far we've thrown 5 straight fastballs and gotten 5 straight strikes. Make that 6. 6 pitches, all fastballs, 2 strikeouts. Now Lawrence Butler actually hits lefties better, so we need to be a little cognizant of that. Don't want to gift him anything. Bad defense from Vaughn. That one gets past him. It's a Lawrence Butler with another base hit. 3 for 3 on the day. And you gotta be careful. If Wilson gets on, and then you got Brett Rooker, who hit 40 home runs last year, as we get robbed of strike 3 there. Get a 3-run home run real quick. See if we can just bend a sweeper somewhere. There we go. All right, we get through 8. And looks like our closer is actually a little tired. We don't have another lefty in the pen, which is maybe something we need to look at doing. So I guess we'll just leave him in.
Counts 1-0. No, inside.
Noah Murdoch in his 3rd inning of work has pitched 1 1/3. Giving up some hits, but hasn't given up any runs.
One strike.
We might get a walk here. Wow. A curveball right down the middle. And Dahlback took that really deep. 426 feet. That is a massive shot from Dahlback. Not bad. Not bad. 56 power. Took that one way deep.
Ball, that's out.
I feel like almost every home run we've seen so far has been
Ball two.
like we've gotten some sort of animation with it. Unless it's been like a really close one, which feels really good. I like the way that's implemented.
I got 3-0.
All right. Three and 0. You gotta expect a challenge pitch here. There we go. And Robert gets another single. He's 3 for 4 on the day. Still a runner on. I didn't realize that we're at no outs still. Just so far, the home run and the single.
Ball one.
I guess they're just expecting Murdoch to just eat innings here. That one shoots over the first baseman's head. Robert with a decent bit of speed. But they're not going to send him. With no outs, there's no need to. I'm assuming they're going to pull Murdoch now. They don't. I don't know about this decision by Kotze here. I guess they figured down 5 with only an inning left to bat. They're just going to take this one on the chin and take the L. Pretty soft.
Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
But it's nice for our batting averages. So we'll take that. That one weakly hit to short. Corey Lee is out at first, but it is an RBI. Lead is up to 6. Oh. All right. Does he have a... I don't know what I thought I saw there, but I didn't think that pitch was going to be that. So we get strike 3 on a pretty blatant fastball down the middle. That was just a bad bat. Talkman gets on with a single. I mean, surely they got to pull this kid. All right, so they do. Murdoch's out. Jose Leclerc is in. 5 innings, 18 ERA. Not ideal. But only needs to get 1 out here to wrap up this one. And we got JD Martinez, 0 for 4. Great clutch rating. You got to think he's due today.
2-0. Two balls, 1 strike.
All over that inside cutter. We just ran through it. And then absolutely pummeled that thing. We hit that one really hard, but really foul. Counts even at 2-2. And that one's going to get past the third baseman. And Martinez for second. Actually ended up being a kind of a close play. Perfect, but it was down the third base line. That's crazy. Getting a little swing happy here, I think. Just so much success this inning for this game. I don't think there's many games where we can expect to put up 9 runs. I think we benefited a little bit from some questionable moves. Jeffrey Springs, yeah, he had given up 2 runners at the start of an inning. But he had been pitching really, really well. So they pull him. We end up, I think, with a single and then a... No, we didn't go around.
What do you got?
You know, next pitcher ends up walking a bunch. And we had a bases loaded situation. We drive home 2, then hit a home run.
Ball 1.
And they didn't pull him, the relief pitcher, quick enough.
That's ball 2.
And now Leclerc looking to walk in a run. It's the longest inning ever.
Hey. 2 balls,
A little late on that one. But that one shot right back up the middle. 1 scores, they're sending a second. Play at the plate. Not in time. You know, technically no lead is safe, but the A's came in on a 6-game losing streak. It looks like they're going to come out of this one with 7. Dahlbeck hits this one. It sounded good, but not really that deep. The inning is finally over. And we have 16 hits on the day and 11 runs. We are just going to throw strikes. There is no reason not to challenge these batters right now. All right, out number 1 to Rooker.
Yeah. 0-1.
I mean, this has been by far our best win. I feel bad it came at the hands of the A's. That's just a personal thing. Although Shea gets onto that one pretty well. Off the wall.
Ball.
All right. That's a horrible call.
Strike.
And this one is going to bloop in for a single. A's are trying. Where's this guy that's like 52 overall? Let's get him warmed up. We might throw him in. Just because Boozer's already getting a little tired.
Ball in. Ball. 2-1.
There we go. Geloff sits down looking. Come on, Cam. One more batter. Just throw some strikes. Get out of here. There we go. What a game. What a game. I didn't think we would have an offensive output like this perhaps all year, but it was a great game. Offense was definitely there, and there when we needed it, with bases loaded, with runners on. Lawrence Butler had a good day for the A's, but Benintendi 3 for 4 with a homer. Luis Robert 3 for 4 with a double. Dahlbeck with a homer. Maton 3 for 5. Bryce Wilson went 7 deep, 10 strikeouts, and only 2 earned runs. So our pitching stays hot. Our offense feels like it's getting hot. I don't really know what to make of this team yet. It's still so early. Still so early. All right. I think we'll sim out the month, do our scouting, and then we'll probably call it for today. Because there was also 2 technically streams before this that got shut down because lost connection to the YouTube servers. So been going for 4 or 5 hours now. That's a lot for episode 1. All right. High leverage situation here, facing off against the Red Sox. We are up 1 in the 11th. We are 12th in home runs. But we are top 10 in ERA. Very confusing. We got Karinchak on the mound, who has been in a lot of these high leverage situations. Oh, that one's going to drop. Taylor with the throw home. It's going to be close. Got him. Atta boy. Taylor, I mean, phenomenal defense. And, I mean, he jumps on it. That's just a perfect throw home. That's awesome. So now 2 outs and a runner left on first. And this is going to be a fly out. And we're going to get out of Boston with a win in extras. Kind of curious. Some of these really close games that we've been in. Okay. We're 11-9. third in the division. I mean, again, I do not anticipate this is going to last, but we'll see. All right, so we switched over to a different area. Now we got some guys that we have around the top 100. So these are guys that we might actually look at taking later in the draft. And when I'm looking at pitchers, this is my thought process. If you don't walk them and you don't give up a hit, then you won the at-bat, right? As a pitcher. That means, fly out, ground out, strike out, whatever, right? They don't get a hit, they don't get a walk, then you win. So what I'm looking at is the hit per nine and the walk per nine. And that's about it. That is about it. Ideally, I'd like both of those to be great. But velo, break, like I said, those are just averages of their pitch variety. So it doesn't really matter. It doesn't necessarily always reflect what their stuff is. I mean, 99 hit per nine, 80 walk per nine, that's not terrible. 91, 85. Oh, here we go. Rich Caps. He profiles to be pretty good. And with relievers, like, you really don't need super high potential. So, just looking for guys with great per nines. Just gotta see how we go. So, I think we'll actually continue scouting maybe another week, and then we'll move to a different region. Alfred Typre, kind of fell off, but he kind of also stayed right where we thought he would be. Started at 30. We have him at 34. He looks to be average, maybe a little bit above average. Hits lefties a little bit harder. But decent speed, stealing abilities there. Pretty good defensively. The thing is like we need to get through a lot of guys quickly. Because if I spend 2 weeks on each individual person I scout, I'm only scouting 7 guys. And that's just not enough to choose from. Now, what next is I want to find... So, that center fielder we discovered, we had him at 17. This was not him. Did we find another one? So Jose Franco is the guy that we saw last. Oh, maybe we just didn't see that. Okay. All right. So this is the guy that we discovered last time. Jose Franco. Great contact, contact skills, on-base skills, decent power in the future. It's a wide range, 27 to 60. But great defense, speed, all the above. Hopefully he's someone we could be really excited about. We're going to give him a look-see. No new international outfielders, so let's go. I think it's weird that it's like every other country in the world and then a few states. We'll go west. Continue scouting that. This is a center fielder, so we'll do that. And finalize that plan. Still looking for our no doubt first round pick. Finished up this series with Boston. What is this? Martinez has 2 home runs, make it 3. I'm not hopping in for that. But we win again. All right, we got a 1-run game in the bottom of the 9th with 1 out. Karinchak is on again. Bryce Wilson, 6 innings pitched, no earned. Why is our pitching so good? Why is our pitching so good? All right. Bottom 9, 1 out, runner on second.
Hey! 0-1. That's a ball. Yeah.
Nice. We got a pitch to give. We're going to go up and out with this, I think.
No, that's a ball.
Doesn't take.
2-2.
Or he does take. Doesn't bite.
Count full.
And now we got to challenge him. Okay. Solid contact, but did not get past third base. Now Blake Sabol. Benintendi chasing it at the wall, got it. And we win another. Basically, our pitching is phenomenal, and we're winning close games. So that's how we're winning right now. That's the story. All right, so last time we faced Minnesota, they swept us. We end up winning 3 of 4 versus Boston. We get swept by Minnesota. Back to the Athletics. So far, the series is split. We have another day of scouting. Check in on our relief pitchers. We're at like 50%, 35, 50%. So now let's look at what areas do we still have left to scout? International. Okay. Because one thing you got to remember is you don't have to have everyone scouted all the way. You just kind of have to have a feel, look at where the draft rank moves up or down. And Jose Franco, our discovered prospect, man, the power is really not there. But speed, defense, vision, discipline, all really good. He's like a get on base so much. But I love the speed. I love the defense. So he's definitely a candidate. We discovered a new outfield prospect. And it looks like it is a right fielder, Fred Harris. He looks average. Not great, but he looks okay. He's in the top 100. So we might take a look at him. But we'll keep looking out in the West. And I mean, Jose Franco didn't really move. I think we got the gist. He's a speed on base kind of guy. So you just kind of need to get a feel for what you have for the player. All right. Left fielders, we have some options. Casey Delahanty. kind of that same vein. Contact, maybe a little bit better power. Not quite as good defensively. There's definitely some outfielders, though. Thomas Chick. Looks like he could be a decent power bat with good speed and okay defense. Let's see. Like to get an infielder as well if we can. And we need to also, of course, look for someone down the board. Look for some value down the board. DeAndre Paquette from Kansas. It's weird. Good contact left, but good power right. This doesn't scream like a top 20 pick to me, but I think the evaluation is also sometimes really strongly based off of defensive ability. Obviously, not every guy is going to have all contact, all power, all defense, right? Because that's a generational talent. But I really don't care that much about defense. Just going to be real straight. I value it a little bit more on the infield. Now, Gabe Ungerer, we have him around 30. Looks pretty good. A lot of 99s in there. And we already have him a couple spots lower than the MLB draft rank. Let's take a look at him. Keep looking in the outfield west. Finish this month out. So we end up, the Athletics take the series versus us in that 3 game. We got a couple games versus Milwaukee. So let's sim that series. We end up losing that series. Ooh, 0-10. All right. And that's where we'll end games for now. Let's take a quick look at the stats. Maybe there's some roster moves we might want to make before we move on. I mean, starting pitching we know is good. Jonathan Cannon, though, I don't think he can hang. 25 innings. He's already regressing. 8 ERA. We gotta send him down. But Drew Thorpe, man. Drew Thorpe. I just don't understand why Jonathan Cannon is so bad. Because based off his ratings, he really shouldn't be. The control is at a 61 and the walk per 9 is at a 67, which isn't horrible. It's got to be just one of his pitches is good. And I wish there was a way. I mean, I guess if we go to edit, I'm just so curious about this. So yeah, I mean, outside of the four seamer, the rest of his pitches, he has decent control. So it feels kind of weird, but I mean, he's getting absolutely rocked. 40 hits in 25 innings, 13 walks in 25. I feel like we got to send him down. I want to protect a guy with like that's the same age, which is better potential. Maybe I shouldn't. But let's send Cannon down. Bring up a little bit older guy. I said, we actually have some youth and talent in our starting pitching. So Jake Eder. I mean, he looks atrocious, but it's also a lefty, which we need. So let's do that. At the very least, we'll have another lefty. We'll give him a shot. The relievers are good enough. Karinchak is closing for us, I think. 8 saves, 2 blown saves. Okay. Okay. Catching, Kyle Teal hitting 3 hundo in the minors, and it's so tempting to bring him up. But this year, if we bring him up and then they don't do well, then you end up stunting their growth long term. So I think, I wish we had someone that could hit the ball. I mean, we might bring up this guy. He at least has vision, discipline, and clutch. Absolutely no speed. All right, I'll be right back. Apologies on that. My neighbors were doing something in their backyard, and so my dogs were going crazy. But anyway, a catcher who could hit would be super duper. Like Thaiss, I don't know. He must just have to be the starter. At least he has discipline. First base, Bond's okay. Gallo, whatever. I mean, Josh Rojas for some reason is getting better really quick versus lefties. All right, Colson Montgomery, absolutely crushing down in Double A. That's awesome. That's the plan. Nick Maton, not doing awesome. And no one else doing well. Okay. Martinez, a little bit of cold slump. Benintendi's actually doing okay. 264 with a 427 slug is not great, but given the year he had last year, that's a big jump up and better than even 2 years ago, back in 2023. So he's kind of resurging a little bit. We got Corey Julks. Hitting pretty well in the minors. Maybe we bring him up and drop down Joey Gallo. Robert regressing at 27 is not ideal, although he is playing better than last year. And finally, Tauchman hitting around 300 but regressing because he's 34. Austin Slater has yet to see the field. I mean, it's fine. Defensively, he's okay. But, yeah. There's the team so far. We are finally last in the division. But, we're starting to find some decent prospects. Some guys to get excited about. Our starting pitching is really good. So that gives us something to be excited about. But that's going to be it where we call it today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next one.